I got one more for you, which goes to, do you believe, if you believe in the US dollar, which I think we all want to believe in, do we think that crypto, Bitcoin in particular, but crypto writ large, can ultimately undermine it?
Actually, I think the opposite. When you look at what's going on with so many of the stable coins, and as you create utility and those things happen, what we're doing with USD1, it's literally one-to-one backed with the US Treasuries. If you look at some of these big, stable coins, they're literally some of the biggest buyers of US Treasuries in the world, replacing a lot of the countries that would have been traditionally doing that. So if we want to keep borrowing and spending the way we do for some of these products, I don't necessarily agree with all of that either. I think these stable coins are actually going to be the savior of dollar hegemony in the world, not a detractor from it. I think that goes without question. If you look at even companies like Tether, I think they're the fourth largest holder of U.S. Treasuries in the world. What we're going to do with USD1, I mean, this is billions and billions of dollars of treasuries that other countries who have not necessarily been good actors or who have taken advantage of those things over the years have said they're going to back away from to try to create their own kind of currency to eliminate sort of, the petrodollar, whatever it may be. I think stablecoins could be the savior of U.S. currency.
And as President Trump has directed, we are going to keep the U.S. the dominant reserve currency in the world, and we will use stablecoins to do that.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of a huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we can have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Chinese bank ICBC has been hit by a ransomware attack, and the U.S. Treasury market, as a result of that, has been disrupted. This, according to the Financial Times. We're getting it more right now with Bloomberg's Shonali Bassick. Shonali, what do we know?
Listen, we have the Financial Times now reporting that ICBC, one of China's largest banks here, was hit with a ransomware attack. And remember, they're a very significant intermediary in the Treasury market. The SIFMA has told its members that this has been part of the reason here that the system is kind of clogged up, if you will, during that auction that we saw a little bit before. The attack had prevented ICBC, according to the Financial Times, from settling Treasury trades on behalf of other market participants. A large executive at a major bank also telling the paper that such a large party on the fixed income clearing corp creates major concerns, potentially impacting the liquidity of Treasury markets.
Now, it was not just a poor auction. It was absolutely lousy. And you know, when the dealers have to step in to save a Treasury auction, that's a rare occurrence. And
welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the NWO book and the Crypto Teacher book. The NWO book shows you how the world really works, and especially in the times that we're in right now, it's definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep. And in 2025, the NWO is going to turn on that alarm clock. It's up to you whether you wake up or not, whether you're going to hit that snooze button. Remember, my people perish from the lack of knowledge because they reject it. And guys, we're going to see stablecoin regulation, which is the foundation of this new digital economy, and it sets up down the road 2028, 2029 for that free money. And I told you that we would get a first quarter pullback, and that's what happened. And then also I told you that tariffs would get stepped up, and that's what happened. Layoffs would pick up. That's what happened. So the Crypto Teacher gives you a warning like Noah and Gilgamesh, whichever one you want to call it. But we will get some type of reset this year. Most likely stable coins are the catalyst. And remember, the Crypto Teacher tells you. We have trillions of dollars sitting on the sideline in money market accounts. And then plus, we know the Fed is going to cut rates. Not a lot this year, but they're definitely going to cut rates. So I see us getting a correction and then moving back up. And then we have the two powerhouses, China and the US, will step up these tariffs on each other. And of course, guys, that's going to hit certain parts of the market. But then we also have the hacks. We have the Birdman. We have the drums are beaten and more movies to come, as we can see. And inflation is going to stay sticky, and layoffs are going to step up while they move in all this automation. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And we have Bitcoin and crypto moved up slightly. As I'm doing this video right now, we are flat. And in stocks also right now, we're flat. Now we have Strategy to offer a new IPO. Offers 2.5 million new Stride preferred shares to fund its Bitcoin buying spree. And again, Michael Saylor's Strategy becoming innovative on buying Bitcoin, but we know the big banks are right behind it. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. Now make sure you're paying attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates right now slightly pulled back but they are moving up. We have the dollar right now slightly up. We have volume and crypto up. We have Tether and USDC. And we have Tether's gold-backed stablecoin built on Layer Zero's Omni-Chain Fungible Token Standard launched yesterday. And guys, we know DeFi is definitely the new banking, and we're going to have more gold-backed stablecoins. And when you're talking about big economies like the United States and China, a percentage of the monetary system is definitely going to be backed by gold. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And then, of course, guys, we have the Fed. Repo at $135 billion yesterday. Make sure you pull it on a daily basis during the week, because we clearly see they are trying to manage these yields, keep that long end down, but it just keeps creeping up. And I think we get another 30-year Treasury auction in about 2.5 weeks. And then also Scott Bessent told us during the summer he may change the controls as far as with the banks buying more treasuries. And we know they're going to try to buy that long end. And we know if it was not for all the manipulation, the stock market would have been crashed. Nothing but the central banks holding things up. You can see all the manipulation. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And guys, we know the Fed wants to keep rates higher for longer to destroy this legacy market so Trump can build this fourth industrial revolution, where the robots, algorithms, and drones take the economy over, pay each other with crypto, and the sheep go inside the metaverse. And we have President Trump says because of tariffs, our economy is booming. And we see these tariffs are being used to switch up this supply chain, and eventually it's going to be on blockchain using these digital assets. And we had Trump Jr. on CNBC, again speaking on the talking points, but did an awesome job. Talked about how powerful these stablecoins are going to be, and these stablecoin issuers buying up these treasuries. And we know by them buying up these treasuries, it keeps the Fed in control of the supply. And then also he talked about how these other nations are getting off the dollar. And these stablecoin issuers are helping save the United States dollar. It's going to be devalued. We're going to a level playing field, but at least the United States will hold a little bit of power. And we clearly see these stablecoins being circulated out. We know the BRICS nations are getting off the dollar. But remember, this is a plan and moves in phases. And remember, the crypto teacher tells you. Now, guys, we have the Bitcoin, Ethereum, spot ETFs, BlackRock, Fidelity, and Grayscale. Bitcoin, Ethereum, spot ETFs right now are up. And we had Bitcoin outflows continue yesterday. Like I always tell you, make sure you're paying attention to the inflows and outflows. And we have ARK21 shares Bitcoin ETF announces a 3-for-1 split effective June 16th. Now, getting over into a little crypto news. We have Norwegian Block Exchange becomes Norway's first publicly listed company to hold Bitcoin on its balance sheet. And again, Michael Saylor laying out the blueprint, but we know the big banks were behind that strategy. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have Jacoby Bitcoin ETFs lowered entry barriers, allowing European retail investors to jump in. And we know that's all about adoption. Also, we have NASDAQ listed Classover plans to raise up to $500 million in new deal to buy Solana and its treasury strategy. And we're going to see more and more companies do this, and then also more altcoins being included. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have Solana Foundation signs Memorandum of Understanding with Dubai's Vera to launch Solana Economic Zone and boost collaboration between developers and regulators. And again, guys, we know that's all about adoption. Doesn't matter what country you go to, they all have a plan for the fourth industrial revolution. But we see the Middle East leading in digital assets, but then also leading in the metaverse, something that we don't hear a lot about in the United States. Now we have Consensus acquires Web3 alts wallet infrastructure aiming to improve MetaMask user experience. And guys, this is very important because that wallet infrastructure is going to be very important to gaming. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And then lastly, we have Ripple's RLUSD stablecoin has been approved to token by Dubai's Financial Services Authority for the use within Dubai International Finance Center. And again, these stable coins are backed by dollars, and all Ripple is doing the work for the central banks, circulating these digital dollars on blockchain, and we see the private sector doing all the work. And like I've told you time and time again, Ripple is nothing but a small bank. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books. Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Xrp, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID-33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.